let nature be part of your routine to help heal whatever it is that you're going through. So, two strategies to kind of keep in mind or to keep in your toolbox. The next time you're just going through just a low part in your life, you're stressed, and again, just feeling unbalanced.
Hello and welcome to the Core Podcast. We're your hosts, Aline Keller
And Shannon Polson.
I'm a precision nutrition certified coach.
And I'm a NASM certified personal trainer for over 13 years. We support women 30 years old and over to pursue health through realistic nutrition and fitness strategies. Our main passion is to help you find that smile when you look in the mirror, find freedom when you eat, and joy when moving your body.
Make sure to subscribe for your weekly dose of doable health tips, practical advice, and so much more. It's the health education you wish you'd had. All right, so today we are talking about, are you stressed? Which I think most of us can say yes to. Yes, I am stressed with something or another, but something is stressing me out. And when we are stressed, there is a tendency that's natural for many reasons to let go of our good eating habits, to let go of our exercise habits, unless this is something that's really ingrained. It's very, very easy to let these get off track. So today we're talking about two strategies to stay on track when all you really want to do is throw in the towel. So let's do it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, you nailed it right there. I mean, we've all been there. Your child gets injured, you get sick, there's been a death in the family, an unexpected bill comes up, the weather turns south, or it just doesn't even turn at all. It just remains winter all year. And there's just not enough time in your day to finish or embrace any of it. We've all been there, and life happens to all of us. And the thing to remember too is in life, everyone is going through something. You know, sudden events, traumatic situations, or shifts in relationships can leave you feeling null with zero time or energy, both mentally and physically, to complete your to-do lists, let alone even worry about eating healthy or exercising. But in some, if not most circumstances, we really can overcome boundaries that leave us feeling stuck, or we have no idea what the next hour is going to bring us. In fact, when dealt with undesirable events, maintaining even a few daily habits or routines can keep you as close to homeostasis as your body will allow. So healthier food decisions and even a small amount of movement may not only help you feel better, but will assist in a strong immune system so you can avoid getting ill and recover from the situation faster. This will also help you remain healthy and create a more resilient you. So when you're presented with an undesirable situation or traumatic event, it typically comes without much notice. Or maybe you've seen it coming for a while and you try to prepare, but the initial event still leaves your body in shock. This isn't the most ideal topic to chat about, I know, but I want to make sure that you're prepared and that you stay healthy when life does throw you a curveball. So today I am going to share with you two strategies that you can save for later. The two questions that we'll cover today are, how do I make healthy meals with food that I already have at home? And how do I squeeze in my workouts or some kind of movement? So I'm excited to share these tools with you because these are strategies that have helped me stay healthy when life leaves me feeling completely out of balance. So first we'll chat about nutrition. And the question was, how do I make healthy meals with foods that I already have at home? So it's inevitable that we'll all go through lower chapters in our life that leave us feeling exhausted. So keep that in mind. And the next time you're at the grocery store, I want you to stock up on healthy, non-perishable items that you can grab when your time, energy, or grocery stock is low. food items can include, but are certainly not limited to, frozen fruits and veggies. So frozen fruits can be made into smoothies or ate plain when you need a snack to energize you. Frozen veggies are great because you can steam or bake them. A great side dish can come from frozen broccoli or cauliflower. Just place the veggie evenly on a cookie sheet, drizzle with olive oil and pepper, and then bake. And they actually come out fairly crisp. It's very, very good. I definitely recommend it. And then meat that is or can be frozen. So next time you're at the grocery store, grab a few pounds of hamburger or turkey burger, cook with your favorite seasonings, and then store in a freezer safe container. You can buy a bag of frozen chicken breasts. You can buy meat that is canned, such as tuna or chicken. Canned meat can be rinsed in a strainer to decrease the sodium level, then add to a main dish, or you can add real mayo, which is a low GI food, and then make a sandwich on 100% whole wheat bread. So then with bread, when you're at the store, feel free to buy a couple of loaves of 100% whole wheat bread and then store in the freezer because they'll last for a few months. Canned fruit that is in water, not in syrup, such as pears or pineapple, and canned veggies, such as green beans or corn. Dry or canned beans, rice, and quinoa are a must-have in your cupboard. All three of these items are great for a main or side dish, filling you with natural, sustainable energy and nutrients. Now, some of these options may not seem desirable at the moment, but when your time, energy, and groceries are low, you can quickly use these available items to make or add variety to any meal for healthier options. Plus, think of these items as back stock or for emergency use only, as they have a long shelf life and they will be available for you when it's needed most. Know that your meals don't need to be jam-packed with all of the fresh veggies, the best yogurt for your gut, the most expensive name brands, or the freshest meat when you're going through a hard time. As long as you are nurturing yourself the best that you can with what you have, your body will thank you. So again, with all of those items, those non-perishable items, from frozen to canned, have that ready and available in your emergency backstock. But I totally understand too that when you're going through a hard time, sometimes sheer comfort foods like pizza for me is the only food that sounds good or that you can even think to swallow. And that's okay. Embrace it. Know that it's a chapter in your life. Things will change, evolve, and they will get better for you. So even when those high fat cravings hit, focus on at least one healthy item in your mix. So if you opt in for the pizza, have a small side of carrots or an apple too. Keep your guts happy and play around with your options. All right, so moving into exercise. And our question was, how do I squeeze in exercise or even any kind of movement when I'm going through a rough period of my life? So if you don't already have an exercise routine and you're going through a rough chapter, now is actually a fairly good time to start adding movement into your life. So think of it this way. If you start increasing your daily movement when everything is good and balanced in your life, you haven't really developed the habit of moving when everything is disengaged and out of balance. So start now. Start when things are hard, so when life shines the light on you again, you've already established the habit of movement, and you can progress from there. If you don't have a current exercise routine, start slow. My main suggestion for you is to just get outside. Start there. Nature has so many therapeutic advantages. Yes, we're low on energy. Our desire to go outside might be low. You feel as though you'd rather sit on the couch and aimlessly scroll through your phone to keep your mind distracted or curl up with a blanket to shut down. But even 15 minutes outside can improve your mood, immune system, and your energy level. Now, I'm not dismissing the importance of rest here, but I am encouraging you to use nature as your medicine to heal. Go for a walk and look up. What do you notice that you wouldn't have otherwise? Notice the trees transitioning through their own seasons as well. the clouds, the wildlife. Dabble into light yoga or stretching. Try low impact cardio such as hiking or biking. Go to the nearest body of water, walk around and take some deep breaths. Swim or go kayaking. Anything outside will immensely help you mentally, physically, and emotionally. So let's chat if you are a part of an exercise routine. So circling back to the importance of rest, know that it's perfectly acceptable to give yourself permission to relax. Perhaps that hour-long strength training session isn't what your body needs right now because you're already low on energy. Replace your usual high-intensity session with maybe a 30-minute light strength training session followed by a brisk walk or bike ride. Maybe you're struggling to even find time to complete an exercise session. Give yourself that 5, 10, 20 minutes to complete just a few exercises and then move on. Let that be enough. Those few minutes may be exactly what you need to release some tension. So what if you're on the other end of the spectrum and all you can think about is completing that extreme high intensity session? I've definitely been on this boat too. My main focus for you is just to listen to your body. Exercise is a great way to express yourself by expelling frustration and anger. Sometimes our stress needs to go somewhere, and exercise is a great out for that energy. The one item to note with that approach is to keep yourself safe and healthy. Avoid overworking or overloading your body to complete exhaustion where all you do is end up sick. But always remember, anything is better than nothing. A few minutes here and a few minutes there all add up at the end of the day. So when life gets rough, you're going through a chapter where things are unbalanced, you're unaware of what the next hour might even bring you as far as your emotions, just know that it's okay to take a step back from your normal routine if life isn't going as planned. So focus on keeping yourself healthy, keeping that emergency back stock of frozen or canned items readily available to you. And then remember that any movement is better than no movement, and let nature be part of your routine to help heal whatever it is that you're going through. So, two strategies to kind of keep in mind or to keep in your toolbox. The next time you're just going through just a low part in your life, you're stressed, and again, just feeling unbalanced.
I love it. And it goes back to the keeping it simple, right? Like I was talking to a client the other day. She was saying, "Oh, because I don't like cooking. I don't like making food." I'm like, "Hey, neither do I." I mean, people think that I love to cook. I really don't. And we were talking exactly about that. Like, and she also has a very busy schedule. So what are some things that you actually do enjoy, right? And she was like, "Oh, I really love fruit. I really love cheese." I'm like, "Hey, that's a great combo." Right? Like, stock up on the fruit, have fruits that are easily accessible. So that's exactly what you're going back to is how can you make this as simple as possible for yourself in the future? And I love that you added all the frozen stuff because people like to, I've been hearing a lot of this lately, like, "Oh, because it's frozen, it's not as good." Like, no, it's still fruit. Frozen fruit and
Mhm.
vegetables are equally good to the fresh ones, sometimes better because these are usually flash frozen at their peak. So they
Yes.
retain a lot of nutrition. So I love that. And also with the exercise, right? And what I would love people to also kind of keep in mind, if you're not there yet, if you're one of the people that's in the group of people that don't exercise regularly yet, you will find that over time, exercise is a G-stressor. Exercise is
Mhm.
something that actually helps you feel better mentally and emotionally. So, over time, just keep going, right? Start small, like Shannon said, but just keep going because it really is something that helps you in the long run.
Right. And like you said, do things that bring you joy.
Hmm.
If you don't like cooking, I have a client, shout out to you, you know who you are. She does what she calls chop therapy. So she kind of gets overwhelmed when it comes to just making meals, prepping for her meals. So she came up with chop therapy. So when she's chopping up all of her veggies, this is something that she enjoys and it helps her to prepare her meals a little bit better. listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
Sometimes for me, I live, breathe, exercise, but sometimes I don't want to exercise. So I think
Oh,
of what's something fun that I get to do when I'm done with my exercise session, whether it's lighting all of your favorite candles or, whatever. So yeah.
yeah. And like, what I always tell my clients with food as well is, if you don't like to, or some people like to prep for the whole week. If that's not something also that kind of resonates with you, have things on hand that are easy and that you can, throw together. For me, that's always chopped veggies. These are either frozen or fresh that I can turn into a stir fry. For some people, it's yogurt and certain fruits, but whatever it is, always have something that can be your first choice as a healthy thing. And what I do a lot with my exercise is it's the one time that I watch certain movies and shows. I'm not big on movies and stuff like that, but I get a good show and okay, I'm only gonna watch this if I'm on the treadmill. So,
Yes.
sometimes I've been known to go a little longer because I want to finish what I'm watching. So these rewards really, really work. All right, so there you go. Stress, these are actually, it's a little more than two, right? But it is a nutrition and a fitness strategy in there. There's a lot packed in there to help you be able to keep moving forward even when you're stressed. And next week, we're talking all about water. It's gonna be great.